Okay, hello everybody. My name is Pioneer, and I'm going to do this little tutorial on Alpha Wars, the browser war game. You find it on alphawars.com, or if you Google Alpha Wars. Now let's see, I'm going to log in here, and of course if you're new you push the sign up button. I'm gonna log in. I'm gonna take a friend's account that I borrowed for this occasion. And this is because I'm going to turn this live now, and I think my account is vital for my playing, so this is a smaller account of a friend of mine. So let's see. It's loading here, and I'm gonna choose a smaller base like this. When you come into the actual game, you will see it like this. And what are we looking at? This is the base, the main base, and how it looks when you start the game. You have the garage, you have 4 resource production mills. The resources in this game is concrete, steel, carbon and fuel. This is the concrete, carbon, steel, and this is the fuel. The first thing you do, yes, my computer is a bit slow and I'm using Snagit. Thank you, computer. So we click that away. Let's see. The first thing you want to do is to upgrade your base defense. Base defense is this you see here, is the missile launchers and a wall. When you first start, your wall will look like this. Let's find one here. Here, this is the wall with sandbags. You can use WeSealer. This is the wall and this is the base defense. And all the bases are looking like this. They either look towards the left or towards the right. And here's the name, here's the alliance, and this is a flag showing that this guy is in your alliance. It's a blue flag and it's one flag saying this is a base you have conquered. Otherwise, in the main base there are 2 flags. And it looks like this. 2 flags, it's the main base, the first base, and when you start play you will have 2 flags. The bases with 2 flags you can't conquer, you can only destroy it, and if you destroy a person's main base he will be dead sort of and respawn at the newest map. Let's go back here and we take a look at stuff. So, first thing, you want to upgrade your base defense, and to do that you put your cursor here at the wall, and the things you can do is upgrade the base defense, missile launchers, putting one every time you click like this, and you will see the production start. It takes 4 minutes, you see here. There are 2 slots of activity in every base. One slot for building, and that can be level up a mill on this bottom here, or it can be to build a vehicle in the garage. Now, you can only do one build at a time, so now I can't do anything else for 3.34 minutes. The other slot is for production, and to produce you choose the one you have the least of. In this case I want more concrete. I mark the concrete factory and I click this square that you will find underneath. So if I click there you get production, 1 minute of production. And now I can't do anything, I can't build anything, I can't produce anything else but the concrete for 1 minute. So first up when you join is you want to update and level up these factories, all of them. First out is the concrete, because you need concrete to level up all the others. And second in the beginning is steel, because you need steel to upgrade the base defense. Without base defense you won't have any success in this game. Too little here and you will be erased and have to start over. And too little base defense on your conquered bases will result in that someone else takes your base while you're offline. So at the beginning, focus to level up your factories and to produce resources. That's everything you do, and base defense. Don't produce any vehicles. The first vehicle you should produce is the Panhard. It's a tank specialized in base defenses. So your first goal is to get 8 or more of the Panhards and 1 APC, and when you get that you tell your teammates that you got it and you are ready to conquer a base. And one other thing, you never build FAVs or Humvees. There's no use of them. You can't destroy anything with them. You can't take a base with them. You can't destroy any of the other vehicles here with them. Even if you have 25, you will have a problem. 25 Humvees won't take out 4 of these probably. Maybe not even 2. I don't know, but don't build them. You can build one FAV just to test how to drive, but then you focus base defense. So that's the base and the main get started focus. What else got here? When you start the game you will start an alliance by automatic on the newest map. So here you can see the maps, and this is your map. This is the latest active map, 56. So if you start playing now you will end up on 56. And we on Swebat.com play on 48. So if you want to join our alliance you have to move to map 48 or maybe 58, because we will move there soon. And also I can say you can travel if we go up outside our map here in the middle, you can go to 38, and if you go to the west you go to 47, and to the east you go to 49, and south 58 when 59 is open. To go to a map, the map after must be activated. Here up on the right side you have the minimap, and the minimap is showing you as green, as you see here. All your teammates, alliance friends are blue. All player bases are brown, and the red ones are either an AI or computer steered base, or it can be an enemy base that we see because we have a nearby base or a radar or some units nearby, so they light up the area. Everything else is in the fog of war. Now if we go to a bigger base you will see that this is a lot bigger. In this game you can use titanium, it's up here in the blue. Titanium you can buy, and you push the flags, and then you go to Titan and order. Sorry for my English, it's not my native language, so I have to excuse myself for that. You have 4 different kinds of payment methods. To play with credit card, I recommend PayPal or Google Wallet. And you can do it directly, I think, or easily free create an account and pay. When you pay, it looks like this. You choose here, you see the prices. I recommend that if you like the game and want to spend some time with it, that you purchase at least 1000 titanium for 10 euros. Considering you get a whole game for 10 euros, it's quite cheap if you ask me. On Xbox you pay 5 times more for a game like this. So what can you do for 1000 titanium? You can upgrade the walls, it looks like this instead of the sandbags. And then you hold your mouse here and then you click here. 100 titanium of your 1000. When you click, you instantly get the wall and a 10 times stronger armored base defense. Without the wall, the base defense have an armor or health point at 300, but with the walls they become 3000 instead, so 10 times stronger. You can also go in here and click here for 500 and get the base extension, and when you click there 500 disappear from your 1000 and you instantly get fully upgraded resource production mills level 16, and that's a huge difference. So when you go in and do 1 minute production in the square, it will produce much more. With titanium you also get the ability to produce for 1 hour, or you click twice for 2 hours, 3 hours, or 15 hours. And then it counts down, so you see 7 hours, and you can do carbon in one base, steel in another, and keep it going. You can also, as you see in the back of the garage, we have some masts, or you see it's radar or parabol. The one on the roof here, the little one, is the long range. If you activate this, your base defense will shoot a lot further. Or normally, without the parabol or long range, you maybe shoot at all enemies inside of this area, and when you activate the long range, they will shoot this far. And that's a major difference. Also, you can buy the radar station. You see behind the garage. When you don't have the radar station, you will see the area surrounding your base like this, with a little more in front. If you upgrade with titanium to the radar, you will see a lot more around your base, very much more, I would say. Which means if you have a neighbor, you will see his base over here. So that's a huge difference there. The other two we have also back here. If you hold your mouse, we have the jammer, and the jammer is if your neighbor have a radar and you build a jammer, he won't see you anyway. I have an example of that here. Let's see, this is Pioneer, this is my base, and here you see this Pioneer's base got all three of them here. So he has the radar, so he can see the neighbor over here, and you see he doesn't have a radar and don't have a jammer, but the neighbor in this direction, I can't see him, and that's because he has a jammer. And as this base has a jammer, this guy can't see him, and this can't either. So, and the last thing you can build there is the detector, the thing in the middle going around, and it's also back here. No, it's not my base. Go to tiny space like this, and I hold my mouse back here, and to see the build detector tower 25 titanium, and you get all this instantly when you click. Sorry. So that's what you can buy there. Then you see some buildings here, and they are not functioning maybe after 10 bases or something. But when you get a lot of bases, you get a lot of administration and other restrictions, and need to build. In this example is the military central, 25 titanium, increased military maximum. And you see over here military points in yellow, telling you can have 1900, and now Tiny here is up to one over that. So at this moment he can't produce any more units. He have to extend and level up this building, or go out and fight, and and as units die, these go down, and he can build new ones, or he can upgrade the military central and he can build more units. Over here we have the command base, and that controls the maximum base. You see Tiny can have 10 bases, now we have 7. So when he has 10, he have to upgrade the command base and get extra space for new conquering. And we have the ministry that increase economy maximum, and that you see here economy is base defense, level up on resources, getting all these buildings, and the point increase, and there is a maximum. You can say the number tell you a bit about how much titanium you're using, but when this is full you can't really use titanium or level up some of the buildings, and then it will say that, and you have to increase the level up your ministry. That's that. And then we can see here at the bottom, sound, worlds, reports, your ally, the page with information and frequently asked questions, and logout. You also below have that we are playing in World 6 on map 48, and here you see chords. If I move my cursor around, you will see that the chords change. So if I want to tell a teammate where I am, if I hold my mouse at my base here, it says 998855, and I can push enter and write something here, and that will be noticeable down here in the Alliance chat. You can also push directly on the minimap to get somewhere, and this show where you are. And you also see the coordinates moving around the cursor here. So that's the base. And yeah, you can only conquer bases with one flag. And I will show you an example here. You see this is an enemy. You see the name. His alliance is Epsilon, and it's a red flag telling it's an enemy, and it's one red flag telling us that this is a base that Wally has conquered. This is not his main base, because his main base has 2 flags, and if it have 2 flags you can't conquer it. Here you see Mr. Afridi in this alliance. This is his main base. So if you come here and manage to destroy all these, which you won't probably, you will not get a base. As soon as you destroy these, the base will disappear, and Afridi will wake up on the latest map, and you get nothing. It just disappears, and he's out of map 48 and have to start over. If he would have used some titanium in the main base, he will get that back on the new map, so he won't lose the titanium he spent here. But if you, as Tiny has done, let me check here, this is one flag, and you see it's upgraded with titanium here. He got the radar and the wall. If he loots this, he won't get the titanium back. It's only in the main base, so if you're not sure to spend more than 10 euros, you focus to put them in your main base with 2 flags. And when you log out, you have stopped playing. Your main base actually will follow. So if you log out 50 minutes after your screensaver goes on, your computer shuts off, or you log out, the base will disappear from the map, so no one will see you. And when you log in the next time, the base will spawn at a point near your at the actual time online players. So let's say that a lot of players in your alliance in this area are online and you log in, then your base will pop up over here. And if many of the players online in this area, you will pop out in this area. And that's a security thing. If the enemy have conquered a lot of bases around this area, the next time you log in, you won't spawn in that area. It's a safety thing. But the bases with 1 flag, they always remain on the same spot, and they are always here. So when you grab a 1 flag base, it's very important you build the base defense and get 10 or more base defenses as soon as possible. And if you not manage to get 10 or more before you have to log out, you have to put units outside of it, or tell your teammates to do it. Never put your vehicles, units outside of your main base going out, because then this will disappear and your troops will be standing in the middle of the desert without any protection from the base defense, and they will look like this. Where did you go? Here. Zombie, sorry. Zombie, last time he played, he had his main base here probably, and he built all these nice Humvees that you can't use for anything, but they look nice. And then he logged out, and now they are here. So if the enemy want to, they can just come here and destroy them. And then you have lost a lot. Here you see 6,000 steel times 1, 2, 3, 4, blah blah blah. Here is several thousands of steel. Actually, he could have bought 1 base defense for every Humvee here, and all his bases would be safe. All the 1 flag bases would be safe by now. So don't build any Humvees, don't build FAVs, and they look like this. Don't. This one first, 8 or more, and 1 of this, and then you call for action and help and grab your first base. And when you got it, you don't build any vehicles until you have 10 or more base defense in the new base. Otherwise, you have no use of those vehicles anyway, and you will spoil your long-term future in the game. Base defense, resource mills. And when you got 2 or more bases, you can start focus on vehicles and get to learn the vehicles. And ask your teammates or us in swebat.com. That's all for now, I think. I can show the different bases. Here you see an ordinary base. Then it turns to the left, and they can also turn to the right. It looks like this is to the left, this is to the right. They are all the same type. Then you have the helicopter base. They always face middle down. And there is airfields that look like this. And the structure of them is quite the same. This is Pioneer or Mine helicopter base. They also have the same structure, but the garage looks different, and you can make helicopters here. And in the airfield you can make airplanes. That's it. To move, I can show you fast. When you start on the newest map. Then you can click here, leave the alliance, and then you go to setup. This you can only do when you have one base. Here, change home map. You choose map 48 and you choose save. It will say here. And then you go back to ally and you click your alliance, and as you don't have an alliance, you will get some options here, and you click on Swebat, and if you don't find Swebat, you click on the alliance charts and you look for Swebat in the list here and then click on join. That's all. Focus-based defense. Watch my next tutorial. I will talk about vehicles. See you then.